Let's let Lulu take us on a tour of Flywheel.
She is full of energy for sure. She loves to give hugs.
O'Neill and her 4-year-old Boxer started working at Flywheel about a year ago. She works in sales for the company that helps designers and developers using the popular WordPress web platform.
I like the culture a lot, so.
What do you like about it? I mean, it's really different.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think I definitely like the fact that I can bring my dog in. That's great, and just the people here.
Lots of companies like Flywheel have their choice of where they want to be in the world.
Tech entrepreneur Dusty Davidson started Flywheel in 2012 with 2 partners. Before that, he started 2 software companies and Silicon Prairie News, a media venture that covers regional tech innovation. Before that, he worked as a software developer at a couple different places. One he calls stuffy and corporate, one with a culture he really loved.
That shaped the idea that work didn't have to be a place that you went to that you hated. We wanted to build a company that had the culture and the environment that we sort of longed for, right? Like selfishly, a place where we wanted to go to work every day. I always say Flywheel culture is one of that's fun but with velocity.
Another thing that stands out. There's a few rooms if someone needs a quiet place for a call or a meeting, but mostly no walls, no offices. For everyone, including Davidson and other executives.
There's a buzz and a sense of energy around the office, and that has trade-offs, but we think that it creates for a more collaborative and innovative environment.
But there's also the value of there not being that separation and there not being any sort of us and them mentality or feelings. You don't have to send a report in to your boss here because your boss knows exactly what's going on because they sit right next to you. So
Himalayas, or the oven, whatever you want to call it, yeah.
Providing lunch 3 times a week creates another opportunity for Flywheelers to interact. So do all employee out-of-town retreats. But Borkert, who came here a couple years ago from leadership roles in more traditional companies where she had an office, says the Flywheel culture is more than trips, dogs, and beer.
it's fun because we're after something big together. We are a culture that is extremely hardworking. We have a lot of hustle. People are in here early in the morning. They're here late at night. They're after big results in their own jobs because we're all kind of running after some goals to be a premier technology company in Omaha and in the Midwest.
Yeah, we do a lot of things with great intention, right? Like most things are done with purpose, and they're strewn throughout to create an environment certainly that is both fun and whimsical, but at the same time, you have access to the things that you need to do your job. And so we think a lot about space in that regard.
A lot of this is modeled after things other companies are doing in other parts of the country. Davidson says it's not as common around here, though, and that gives Flywheel an advantage in the highly competitive tech world.
My contention is that the best people have their choice of where they want to work. And so given two opportunities that are equal pay and equal sort of on the surface things, great people will pick the better culture, the better challenge, right, the better opportunity, and the better sort of team every time.
Things they measure show this is working.
We have extremely low attrition of our teams, and we have extremely high staff engagement.
We're a family here, and we help each other out. And I've never seen that kind of culture with any other company.
It was easy to build this from scratch when Flywheel started as 3 guys working out of Davidson's living room. Now there's a couple hundred employees in 3 downtown Omaha buildings, plus offices in different cities and countries. So can this culture, this environment, continue as the company gets older and bigger?
If you care about it from the top down, That's super important. And it gets hard, right? Like, it gets hard as you get bigger. It gets hard as people have been here longer. But we do lots of hard things, I always say. Like, we solve hard problems all across the organization, and scaling a culture and scaling, what it means to be a high-performing company, I think is a hard problem, but one that, we're super committed to solve. And so, yeah, I think it's absolutely possible.
Our culture has changed and has to change over time. The larger we get and the more we grow, and what we need from our teams in order to keep that culture being a really positive thing is for each of our team members to bring their own value into that culture.
There have been bumps and lessons learned on this culture journey. At one point, they took the idea of having a busy, dense workplace too far, and productivity suffered. They get a chance to change some things again in a year, when the 3 Omaha offices are consolidated into a single new downtown location. A place dogs like Reggie will still roam.
Where's your ball?